Hello everyone, welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I am Sientir, and today I want to go finally get that elite skill that I wanted to get last time, not last time, a while ago, but I couldn't because this friggin' garden was in the middle of nightfall. Now you can see the door is closed, there aren't a bunch of dead guards outside. This guy's here, and I would say yes, I would like to go into the garden. And now that things are not wrecked by Abaddon, we can come in here and actually visit the garden proper, which is very nice. Hi, Whispers Informant. I would like to go this way. So, as at this point, that my goal is to go capture some elite skills that I've been wanting to capture a while back, so that way I can have the full allotment of elite skills that I should have as a Paragon. Because it came to my attention that I did not have all of the Paragon elite skills, and I decided that I couldn't let that stand, so. These are not the optimal enemies for me to be fighting right away, because Olias is back to being a minion master, but that's okay. Man, there's so many things that I want to do. It's like, I don't have time for everything. So the boss that I want to go after to be able to get this skill is off this direction. This way and then up a bit, so it shouldn't take too terribly long to go get. It's actually a very, very good skill, too. It's kind of a pity that I didn't have it for so long. But that's what this is about, rectifying that mistake, I guess you could say. Yeah. Now Elias will begin raising some minions. One of the other things, though, that happened at the end of last episode, you may have forgotten because it happened fairly early, was I got all of these gain quests. So that's something that I also want to spend some time doing, as I would like to gain some more of those heroes. There's also a bunch of Eye of the North heroes that I don't have that would be really good to go pick up. Let's not accidentally hit the L button that brings up the quest log. Notably, I'd like to be able to have, like, a necromancer that is, this guy is my minion master, for example. Same day, same cold. Please pardon a random occasional coughing. I'm not going to edit it out or you wouldn't get episodes at all. That's not an ultimatum, by the way. That's just, like, what I have the energy and focus for and stuff. But I do apologize, because I know that the coughing, if it's too loud, is unpleasant. I wonder why that guy randomly took longer to get taken down. Okay, let's double check my map. Okay, it looks like it should be up there-ish, so let's kind of hang along the right side. Whoops, the right side. Why did I use that particular skill first? I don't know. Wow, that is a lot of gunk on me. Maybe I should have taken the time to turn Elias back into a monk and given him the useful skill. I also forgot to change this to the Burning Spear, which would be more useful right now. I'm being blunt about it, but I've got enough conditions on stuff that it's like okay, but not exactly ideal, is what I'm saying. That's a lot of dead plants. It's unfortunate that my thing is not for plants. Fabian Scout here probably has a thing for plants. Do I need to go? No, it looks like it's just over there. I think I can go that far. Judging by what the map is indicating anyway. Oh, yeah. It just is, like, tucked around these rocks, so it wasn't showing up. There's the garden itself, by the way, where we have the Tiark Garden mission. Yeah, there's Tashao's sharp spear right over here. So that's cool. There we go. And he's almost down. Ooh, dropped a bunch of gold for us. That's fun. The Song of Restoration, if I use it, like the next skill all party members use will heal them for 93 health. So as you can see, it's basically like an upgraded version of Aria of Restoration. Like, same properties, it's just any skill and heals for more. So normally I would kind of like just leave, but I do kind of want to step into the garden area and check it out a little bit. Because I haven't been here in a long while outside of the mission, so. Poke our heads in, briefly, shall we, at least? And I need to figure out where I'm going after incoming. Because that's going to be useful. Yeah, so I think there's just a bunch of guys here. This is a big area, by the way. You can come down here. It's just an area. Taravor Garifis. Garifis? Who are you and what do you say? Gardener, how dare you? I learned my craft in the great library of Vabi. I read books by ancient scribes on detailing weather patterns of Ilona for the past 4 centuries. I've clipped every bud and stem in here by hand. My work is an art. So he's kind of very fancy pants, as it were. Anyway, there's a lot here that we can explore that like was kind of not entirely within reach to us during the Tiark Orchard mission. Anyway, I'm not going to necessarily do that right now. What I need to... A lot of these guys are in Bodza. So I think that comes off of Zaganir Bastion. Okay, so let's start collecting some of these heroes. I want to do a bunch of cleanup stuff from last time, because there's other stuff that I want to get to, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time on that sort of cleanup stuff. I'm just going to junk that and put... Oh, not that one. Energizing Coruscant instead. And have a very, very slow bar or something. And Blazing Spear, because that's what I meant. Okay. Okay, so Corvus over here, if we talk to him, inventory's doing fine. He will allow us to add Norgu to our party. And he gives us some random stuff we can do with Norgu. I'm not going to worry about that right now. You can read about him right here. He's yeah, playwright or whatever. And then we can actually... Well, this is something I need to check. Yeah, so Norgu is given to us at level 18, not level 20. So I'm actually going to go ahead and kick Daedalon and add Norgu, so that way I can level him up. His default bar is going to be utter trash tier. Yeah, this is utter trash tier. Oh, boy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by utter trash tier bars. Why do you even have Mistrust? That's domination magic. Yeah, you can't, like, max stuff properly either, and it's just all kinds of awkward and not great. Conjure Phantasm is so expensive. No. I don't know. I'm just gonna give him some skills, I guess. Agility. And epidemic. Let's make you part ritualist. And give you flesh of my. Cool. Is this good? Is this bad? I don't friggin' know, nor care. Now, let's take the moment to change this guy over to slash mode. Give him pathic removal and res chant. Cool. That will work for me, I guess. Yeah, we've got enough random conditions going on. Actually, let's replace lightning javelin on her with enervating charge, because that will cripple. And this right here does cracked armor and blind and stuff. And this will allow epidemic to spread conditions around more. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Cool. Let's go into Resplendent Macoon and talk to Baka, the Magnificent. There is a boss, for what it's worth, right over there. He is a Paragon boss. His elite skill is Song of Purification, which I have already. It is possible to farm him for like his spear and stuff. I don't know. I'm not worrying about it much. If I can avoid fighting him, the better. Right here, you'll notice an anomaly where Goran and Norgu are over here. And we have a Vabian Mesmer, a generic Vabian Mesmer. This is something that they do sometimes if Norgu appears in the zone. This is because I have this random quest to, like, have him brains or brawn. I'm going to ignore that it exists, and we're instead going to walk through this Vabian fortress. Go black people. You might recognize that. This is actually in a number of different places in the game. You can see this wonky piece of art there on the wall. It is visible in... I think it's in Ascalon City as well, if I'm not mistaken. But there's just different spots where you can find it. It's just a piece of concept art. You're going to find a lot of statues to Lissa around, by the way, because Lissa is kind of the patron deity of Vabi, as it were. Penny Renaud. There's a bunch of wonky spelled names where if you like phonetic it out, it's like, oh, okay. That were like ArenaNet developers and stuff. Other random people, playwrights and things like that. I'm not going to worry about trying to like analyze all of these things. You can do that if you want. But I just want to come into this gigantic cushion warehouse where you can find Prince Baka the Magnificent. And he will be like, oh, you want Goran? Yeah, sure, whatever. Goran wants to go with you? Fine, I will forgive his debt. He's free to go. If I don't have to hear him talk about the mutton chop of righteousness or the grilled cheese of destiny any longer, I'm getting the better end of this deal. He has some quests that he will do with us, like this one. And yeah, you can do a bunch of random stuff. Get trade contracts, which is actually probably worth picking up for those. I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to doing them, but the reason why I'm picking them up is because they will... trade contracts can be traded for gemstones, and I need them for some fancy armor. Now, who do I talk to here? I talked to a Whispers guy down there. You might have remembered at the end of the last mission that they talked about Cormier's statue as a thing that you can interact with. And you basically have permanent favor with her as well. She's not fickle in the same sort of way. It's good to hear from the Master. We had begun to worry about his safety. Now that we know the Order was safe, we can begin to make plans to safeguard the future of all Elona. Evil never sleeps, and neither does the Order of Whispers. Yeah. His name starts with a J. I forget what it is exactly. Whatever. Oh, yeah, this is like a quest to take out some random guy's tomb. A Titan that didn't go with the... other stuff. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Instead, what I'm going to do is, if you guessed it, I'm going to kick Elias and put on Master of Whispers. And honestly, I'm going to kick Milani for Orin as well. Both of these people will also need bars that aren't terrible. Master of Whispers. I'm going to go ahead and just transition to... not that. That's a decent start. How many of these are like for other or for me and not for heroes? So their bars are kind of wonky. I mean, I don't want to like spend a bunch of time here looking through stuff, but yeah, that's probably okay. Let's see. Empathic removal minion thing. Healing orders. That's not really what we're trying to do. Yeah, that's a traditional healing type. You see a lot of weird hybrid healing things. What a strange build. Why not? It's labeled for Master of Whispers, right? And Gorin, whatever his name is, he wants some sort of... Oh yeah, this sounds like his speed. Now you'll notice he doesn't have a scythe, so let me show you something that I haven't really shown. Which is, if I type /bonus, it gives me a bunch of like random stuff. And I can give him this scythe. Actually, I can give Master of Whispers this staff as well. Probably better than that staff. Actually, yeah, it's better than that staff. Norgu also could use better equipment, but I don't care enough at this point. Now I need to clear all this stuff out of my inventory. This is just a bunch of free gear, so usually I will load my heroes up with it. Yeah. So that's why like all of my heroes are running that hourglass staff that you may have noticed. Just because it's the convenientest thing to do. So yeah, I'm giving him just a random scythe build. I think it'll be fun on him, and notably, strength is very good. It gives armor penetration for each point of strength on attack skills. So yeah, once we beat the game, we can come in here and we can find the Goddess of Truth statue. And this will give us a little bit of text about her. It says, and so it came to pass that Spear Marshal Cormier, hero of all Elona, was pulled into the inky blackness surrounding the God of Secrets. And though her sight had been robbed, her body racked, and her spirit flayed, she remained resolute. And so she joined within the realm of torment by fearless allies, Carmen Angelus and other great heroes, who stood at her side as she sought to thwart Nightfall. Together did they battle through fear and anguish and madness, until at last they stood before the face of the imprisoned god, he who had once challenged the Five and lost, he who threatened to break the chains placed upon him by the other gods, he who now sought to bring Nightfall to the world, the dark god Abaddon. Abaddon is like Hebrew for destruction, by the way, for those who are wondering. And so did Cormier and her allies engage the dark god in titanic battle, I wouldn't describe it that way, but sure. And through her power and their combined skill and bravery and the blessings of the 5 true gods, did Abaddon at last face his ultimate defeat. Yet the power of a god cannot be destroyed, and Cormyr, making a choice that only a mortal could make, did take upon herself the mantle of the goddess of truth, and with all its power and responsibility, all its dominion and duties. And so by mortal hands did a new immortal enter creation. 1075 AE. And we can, of course, kneel here. And if we do so, we get the Seer of Truth. And she says, Cormyr knows the truths behind many mysteries. Do you dedicate this offering to one in particular? Yes, the service of Cormyr. With her god destroyed, the wicked Margonites have retreated to the domain of anguish and are rallying their forces. These dangers are not to be taken lightly. It is recommended that you enter with a party of 8. You wish to proceed with your current group. So we can go in here. I'm not going to do anything in the Gate of Anguish because I'm not equipped. But now, and frankly, I'm not practiced either. But now that I have this area unlocked, you can see it on the map. There's another thing there and there that I haven't gotten yet, as I recall. Just some like little outpost or something. But anyway, I wanted to go to Zaganir Bastion. And this episode's going to run long. For those who prefer them not to run long, I'm sorry. For those who like them to run long, congratulations. I'm not sure if congratulations is the right phrase, but... So I want to go to the Wilderness of Badza. Man, this place is huge. This is just a friggin' enormous fortress. And I want to go over this way because out this way should be somewhere, hopefully, a harpy that I can kill for let's see, before... completion. Okay, that looks like they look like they should just be there's Mock Jensen or whatever. Where? Oh, I see. Oh, that's awkward. So, it looks like they're basically south. What I'm seeing. I should have stopped at the scout, but whatever. I'm not running back now. Yeah, it looks like they're just way south near the entrance to Resplendent Makun. Why is that the master just... Yeah, he's randomly throwing up the spirit. How obnoxious. I'm not sure who Johann Garham is, but... he's here, apparently. Elementals, which is not what most of these enemies I'm going to be fighting are, but okay. What do you say? Did you know when rain beetles are newly hatched, they are scrutinized by their mother? Any found to be imperfect are cast out of the nest. Legend has it there's an island where these misfit bugs gather. Island of misfit bugs, eh? So yeah, we're just going to be fighting a lot of harpies now. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, that's what's going on. We're going to fight harpies. And we just need to head south, I think. I doubt I've done the quests that, like... I don't... The thing is, when I look at the wiki, it's like, this boss, if you've not done this boss, if you have done this, and it's just, like, needlessly confusing and convoluted. So, I don't know. Master Whisper's particular build, by the way, is more of a dead minions build, or like weak minions dying type of thing. Wow, whatever those were, they were not worth very much gold. So now we just kind of need to make our way through these canyons. There should be a path down more. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna be honest. I don't spend a whole lot of time in this zone. I think it's over here, maybe? I'm just gonna have to kind of follow it until I find what I'm looking for. I think we want... no, the other Scree Griffin is not what I thought he was. We've got some awkward hitting angles. We have a lot of stuff that's kind of getting blocked. You can dodge projectiles in this game by running. What? Oh, is this like a... this might be a Paragon monk. Like, I was expecting it to be a monk because usually enemies like that are. And I guess it is. Oh, I don't know. I'm just doing a lot of nonsense. My build is not optimized for these areas. It's very heavy support oriented. Like, one of the problems that's happening right now is we have like a bunch of spirits for damage that can't actually hit the enemies because they're being blocked by rocks. That was awkward. So my plan is, by the way, capture this skill, go get Acolyte Jin, and that will have kind of concluded what the random, like, taking care of stuff that I wanted to do before kind of my next order of business, as I might say. Just that way everybody knew what my kind of general plan was. And there's a bunch of Scree down here. Not the Scree that I'm looking for, but I might need to go down this way because I don't know the geography of this zone. Because I, like, never come here. This is one of the things that's really cool about the whole capturing elite skills mechanic, is it does send you to places that you wouldn't go otherwise. In over there that I don't care about. So I think there's two bosses that it sounds like should be available here. But maybe he needs... I don't know. Like, the whole thing, you can go look up the wiki page for incoming. It is aggressively confusing. I think Screecher is one of the bosses that has incoming, though. So, hopefully that's the case. Because it sounded like there's a Screecher and a Scratcher. There were the two bosses that had it. So if I can get incoming, then I basically have, I think, all of the Paragon elites. You can see the Death Nova is going off, by the way. That's kind of the game plan and stuff here. Yay! Incoming. The problem with incoming is... well, actually, no, it's fine. It just uses up your elite slot. I think charge might be a little bit better, but it doesn't have the health gain attached to it, but the health gain is really unimportant. So, I'm going to look up the gain Jin. And that requires me to go back to Commodon. So I'm going to do that, and, that means I will have gotten all of those elite skills. And then I will get Acolyte Jin, and oh my goodness, this place is full of people. You can tell my FPS like takes a gigantic hit here, and it's just, I think, because of all of the player models that are in the area. It just, yeah. We're gonna go get this. We're gonna go get Acolyte Jin, and then we're gonna call it an episode. This has been a long one. I've been doing a lot of random stuff. So... again, let me know if you prefer longer episodes like this. This obviously takes more time for me, but it's not It's fine either way, I suppose, is what I'm saying. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and conclude that then. So, until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.